So what should we call the podcast? What should we even talk about?
I don't know.
You want to go play video games?
Yeah. All right, that's enough. Yo, bro, we should start a podcast.
Yo,
the podcast is about.
I feel like that's a good name for it. Yo, bro, we should start a podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like that's probably taken.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, because it's a shitty name.
I just think it's like something that I feel like everybody thinks that they are knowledgeable enough and are interesting enough to start a podcast.
Yeah, but then when the time comes, you're like, all right, what are we talking about?
That's like what we're doing right now.
We got about like 10 minutes worth of material.
I know. Let's just talk for a little bit and then we'll go play video games.
All right.
But I feel like the more that we do this, we get like a little bit better and better. Let's like talk about what happened in the news this week. Do you know about
trying to get
political?
Yeah, you're trying to get half of the country to report your podcast.
Report.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people have switched.
You think so?
Yeah.
Which way?
I saw Trump and Biden met.
Yeah,
they met. What else happened this week?
He was like this, standing next to him, and he's like,
and then Joe Biden was like,
he was like, where am I?
I saw that happen. I think, yeah, I don't know. You tell me. What happened?
I don't know. What about anything other than politics?
Yeah,
what happened in the news?
I think there's a new trailer for GTA.
I don't think so. I feel like I would have heard about that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I see like a bunch of those meme pages post about it, but maybe I was wrong.
There's probably some fake, like like a scammy YouTube channel that uploaded something.
Like the one that we tried to make.
Did we?
No, we tried to make a TikTok account. Well, I think we tried. I think that we still have them, but we tried to make a TikTok account where we repost like funny memes and stuff, and I think we still have a shot at making some money, but everything keeps getting flagged.
I know, immediately. Originally, we were going to do like a top 10 type of thing, but I don't know why
it takes so much work to edit.
That's like actually almost original content, whereas we just want to steal stuff and re-upload
I know.
it.
I bet if we put our heads together, do something cool and create
all 10 brain cells combined.
No, but I feel like we used to like the top. That's why we named it Supreme Sevens, because it was supposed to be like top 7.
It was going to be top 7 instead of top 10.
But then we just...
I don't even think we made a single video on that. Like, bro, we should start a YouTube channel. We're going to be rich. Didn't make a single video.
We didn't make 7 anything.
No.
Dude, I'm thinking we could do one of these like once a week.
Yeah.
You know? So this podcast is called what?
I don't know.
Yo, bro, start a podcast.
How about 15 minutes of bullshitting once a week?
That sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's better than the other one.
We got to think of stuff beforehand. Do you know what we should get?
But then I feel like that takes away from like the...
But we could at least have
magic.
A topic.
I know.
We should get like a teleprompter, like put one there and you put one behind me.
A teleprompter?
Yeah. Like on the news.
But we're just but I feel we're just having like a conversation like this is meant to be like how we would be if we were just over there, you know? But a lot of the stuff we say over there we can't put in.
That's true. Yeah. We get flagged.
You know, so the Mike Tyson fight against Jake Paul is happening tomorrow.
Is it?
Are you going to watch it?
No.
Why?
I don't know how do you watch it?
It's live on Netflix.
Oh, I don't have Netflix.
I thought you had Netflix.
No, I used to. I used to steal somebody's Netflix.
You could just have mine.
Yeah.
Whose Netflix did you just steal?
I don't remember. I don't pay for any streaming services myself. I'm just a mooch on other people's.
So do you watch like any TV?
Yeah, I watch TV, but on other people's accounts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't have cable at home though.
Probably better.
Yeah.
I don't really watch a lot of TV. I just watch YouTube.
Yeah. I haven't watched like cable in so long that like when I was at somebody's house and I was watching, I couldn't believe how many ads were on it.
I know.
It's like 8 minutes of ads.
Which I don't know why people spend money on anymore. Cause
what's the point?
You should just spend money on like TikTok ads.
Yeah, or OnlyFans.
Or OnlyFans ads, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, for so many years of my life, I wanted to start a podcast. And every time we get in the chair and start it, like something happens.
That's like me. I always wanted to start a business. Like me and my friend, we'd be like, bro, I got a great idea for a business. And then we would like be like, yeah, that's awesome. We should do it. And like start talking about it for like a week or two and then just never do anything about it.
But I feel like we have all the stuff we need. We have the mic. We have the cameras. Like
we're only $800 into equipment, and now we just got to make it back one penny at a time.
And like everybody always writes on our stuff. They're like, They should stop making podcast equipment way too accessible.
Podcast equipment should be harder to purchase than a firearm.
Yeah. I don't know what they mean by that, because I think some of the things that we talk about may,
Change
people
the
might
world.
not change the world, but like maybe help out some people. I don't know.
I don't know. If anybody's helped out by what we're saying, then I feel bad for them.
Oh, let's talk about RFK Jr.
He's gonna. Well, speaking of trend, I think he's gonna legalize steroids. So.
Well, he's jacked.
Yeah.
Do you think he takes?
He's definitely on some TRT or something.
Really?
Maybe he's
just
gotta be. How old is he? 60 something.
I think
He's pretty old.
mid-60s.
He's pretty jacked for a 60 guy. There's no way he's not supplementing.
Maybe he's just an old guy that's in good shape. I haven't met a lot
He's
of
got
those
a
guys.
little TRT
Though.
in there.
He's got a little what?
TRT.
Yeah. What's that?
It's like testosterone therapy for older people. They'll basically just take supplemental testosterone because like your test decreases as you get older.
So that's not what people take when they're trying to transition from a man to a woman?
It's the same thing.
Really?
I think. Because
or from a woman to a man?
Yeah. I think it's the same thing.
What do you think about the new Starbucks cups?
I don't know.
It's trending.
Is that where like the paper cups where like the straws are paper too?
That's
and it dissolves while you're drinking it.
You know what makes me feel really good about the holidays? Like I know, like I start getting into like the holiday spirit when it's like, oh, Starbucks has the new drinks.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You're like 32 sleeps until Christmas. Not days, sleep.
No, sleeps.
Yeah.
Because I'm British.
Sleep. Yeah.
Well, no.
34 sleeps.
Do you drink coffee?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I love
That's
coffee.
why I'm asleep at 9 o'clock.
I know. There was only one time that I fell asleep earlier than you.
I know.
I took Tylenol.
Well, to be fair, I took a nap that day.
That's
at 4
true.
p.m.
So you were ready.
Yeah.
You were ready to go.
I was energized.
Jake Paul, we talked about. He's
Yeah.
having a fight. Who do you think Mike Tyson is gonna win, or do you think Jake Paul is gonna win?
I mean, do I think a boxer is gonna beat a YouTuber? Yes, in a boxing match.
But he's like a legit boxer now.
Is he?
Jake Paul, yeah.
I didn't know that.
But Mike Tyson is like, even though he's old, he might still pack a punch.
Yeah. Is he? No, I'm thinking of George Foreman. All George Foreman's sons are named George.
He's the guy that made the grill. You're thinking of something else.
That's the same guy.
Oh, you know what happened this week?
What?
There was a big UFO hearing yesterday.
Oh, I heard about that. I was gonna send you actually. I saw that like 4 people were testifying, basically saying like they exist. I mean, we all knew that, but they can't lie.
But
anymore.
now, no, because the thing is that they've been lying
Yeah.
to Congress about like
They're like, yeah, there's
secret
no UFOs.
programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope to meet one.
An alien or
An
Bob
alien.
Lazar?
Well, both of them, but I've
Would you go for a ride on a flying saucer if they offered it to you?
definitely. So apparently they say that when you look at a flying saucer from the outside, it looks like a disc or whatever. But when you walk on the inside of it, it's like as big as a football field.
Wow.
It's like interdimensional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does that intrigue you in any way?
No.
Okay. But yeah, it was with Lou. The guy's name was Lou Elizondo. He led this like space program, but now I guess he's coming out as like a whistleblower to like blow the whistle.
Well, Lou has 3 letters in it. So does UFO. So I mean,
holy shit!
think about that.
I think you just
blew your
cracked.
mind.
I think you cracked it.
Yeah.
I think that.
And it has a U and an O in it.
I don't even think they have to have
And
the
like
hearing
L
now.
isn't that far away from F in the alphabet.
Let me see. F-G. It's like 6 letters away.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. That was good though.
Yeah. You see that picture of Elon Musk at that rally and he was like, jumping up in the air?
Yeah, I did see
like,
that.
My shoulder's messed up so I can't do it, but he like puts his hands up in the air. He's like,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we did it.
We did
Trump. Wait, so what happened to your shoulder? Tell everyone what happened to your shoulder. Tell everyone who watches this what happened.
I don't know what I did to it. I woke up and it just like I can't move it up at all.
Okay.
I might have injured it doing something, but I don't really remember doing anything where I would have injured it.
So when you wake up in the morning, how do you get out of bed?
I take my good arm and I take the sheets off.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hope it heals soon.
Yeah. It's happened before. It takes like a couple weeks. We'll be all right.
My Instagram Reels feed is crazy.
Yeah, they know me pretty good. See, I don't do TikTok because I have a PhD in maturity, so I don't have TikTok. But,
I understand.
But Instagram, I'd rather just watch Instagram Reel or like stuff that was on TikTok 2 weeks ago, and then it makes its way over to Instagram.
I think that's probably the right way to do it.
Yeah. So I'd rather just do that.
Now that you're sitting here, I can really see that scar that's on your head.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I was at I was out at a person's house that lives in like the country. So he hands me this big rifle, and I had shotguns before, but not like a really powerful rifle like this. So I had it up to shoot it, and had a scope on it, and the scope was a little too close to my eye, so it kicked back and cut me pretty good and bleeding everywhere.
That looks pretty deep.
Yeah.
You didn't have to get stitches, though, right?
I was supposed to get stitches, but it was the day before my brother's wedding, so
That's right.
I didn't have time to get them. So
It's sick.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you, but it looks sick.
Yeah.
Like
all my brother's wedding photos, I just have like a big bandage on my face.
Like, they're like, oh, I mean, it looks like you got in a fight.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, I think
You should
girls
see the
like
other
that.
guy. Yeah.
The other guy.
Yeah. Wow.
You should see the other guy. Should we talk about Putin?
I mean, I don't want to get like accidentally poisoned, so no.
Me either. Oh, should we talk about Linkin Park?
Oh hell yeah! I think is tomorrow. What's the day? Yeah, tomorrow. I think the full album.
Their
comes
new
out.
album comes out. Yeah.
And the Brooks and Dunn album too.
The Brooks. I don't give a shit about that album. You like Brooks and Dunn?
Hell yeah.
Are they the guys that sing "Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy"?
No.
Oh. Which one?
Neon Moon.
I didn't realize that you like rap, you like country, you like rock.
Yeah.
I like a
good
little bit of
amount
everything too. Yeah.
Like podcasts.
I like podcasts. Who's your favorite podcaster?
That's a good question. I listen to like a bunch of different ones. Like I don't really like listen to like one religiously. I kind of just like I have like a bunch of different interests. So I just like pull one up whenever I'm interested in it.
I like the Linkin Park. I like the new girl.
Yeah.
That is there. I think at first she was, you know, trying hard to sound like Chester Bennington. Yeah. I know it's like she probably didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. I think if the name of the band wasn't Linkin Park and I just heard it like out of the blue, I'd be like, oh yeah, I like this song.
Yeah.
But the fact that like I never liked when they replace like half the band with different people and then they call it the same name, like Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Like I don't think any of the original members are still in it, but they still
the
perform.
Beach Boys.
Yeah. But it's like no, just call yourself something else.
Just make up a new name, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard because they play like all the same songs that they had.
Yeah.
No, but that's a good point.
I don't like it like when we saw Aaron Carter like trying to rest in peace, but
yeah.
He was trying to do like the new songs like, nah, I want to hear I Want Candy.
I want to hear I Want Candy, I want to hear Aaron's Party.
Yeah.
I know. But like it's hard though cuz
I know he's trying to
got
move
famous
on.
when he was so young and people know those songs.
I get
but
it.
He
like,
probably wants to he probably like is so sick of those songs, you know.
But I like so Limp Bizkit, like when they do like live concerts, they do a lot of like the stuff from like Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. They're not trying to like only do Golden Cobra stuff.
Yeah.
Like they'll
Why
do.
would they only do Golden Cobra? That was like their worst album.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But like when they have like
you
a
go to
new
the Matthews Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I driven on the Matthews Bridge.
Do you know where?
Me and John Otto know.
What
it's
state
in
is it in?
Jacksonville,
It's in
Florida.
That's right. They're from Florida.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I forget. Like Fred Durst, I think. I forget if they're all from Florida or what, but.
Were you listening to Limp Bizkit while you were driving over?
I was driving with my grandma, so no.
Oh, okay.
We're driving and I couldn't be like, John Otto.
Should be like, who?
Who?
Ben Should I talk about Ben Carson?
I thought he's dead.
Ben Carson? No.
Who's the guy who? Oh, Herman Cain. I was thinking of.
Who is that?
I don't know. That's what clearly I don't know.
Is he like a politician?
Well,
did you see that they're making a Tesla robot? No, but for real, I don't know if you saw it, but they did like a. I don't know if you saw. Kind of like Kermit the Frog. I don't know if you saw it, but they did like what's that called? Like they first show something.
Like introduction prototype.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Elon Musk was saying that he thinks in like 15 years that more robots are going to inhabit the Earth than humans. It's kind of scary.
So unrelated, there's this Instagram page that I love. It's this guy, he goes on Facebook Marketplace and just lowballs people with cars. Like if somebody has like
I've seen that too. Yeah, he like writes some messages.
He'd be like junk. He'll just like respond to them, just say junk. Or he'll be like 200 car, wash it up, I'll come pick it up later.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm single-handedly fixing Facebook Marketplace.
And the guy like has it like on list price for like $5,000.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you 1,000 plus. Yeah.
Because he he did one.
Now or never.
It was like a really old, like, I don't even know what it was. It was like a metal statue of something that looked kind of like a person. So he said, "Oh my God, this is an original 1619 Tesla robot version 1. I'll give you $8,000 for it." And the woman responded, "Be like, I've never sold anything on Facebook before. I don't know if you're being serious or not."
It's funny because I feel like a lot of the people who sell stuff on there are like older people.
Yeah. Well, they're like,
so they easily get scammed.
they're like nuts. They'll list like a 25-year-old Toyota and be like, "I want $18,000 for this."
Some people are probably like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's. I used to like eBay.
I loved eBay.
I like eBay a lot because they have just, I don't know.
I used to buy just stupid crap on there all the time, like that Weird Al song. That was me.
Wait, so you bought one of his songs on eBay? What do
No.
you mean?
No, you never heard the Weird Al eBay song?
No.
Bought it on eBay. It's a parody of.
I love Weird Al Yankovic.
What is that a parody of? I Want It That Way.
Oh, I bought on eBay. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. Should we listen to it?
Yeah. I love Weird Al.
He was big in like
Oh.
in like 2000.
Yeah, I remember White and Nerdy. That came out like what, like 05?
Amish Paradise.
That was a good one too. I think, wasn't there some controversy with Amish Paradise because he always would get like everybody's blessing before he made a song, and like Coolio I think like didn't give him his blessing or something like that, and then they had like some beef,
And
but then he like squashed it.
Maybe they had like a lawsuit or something. Wait, Weird Al eBay is it called? He had that one, and then he had one.
That was a little older, I want to say.
He had that one. Eat It.
Yeah, with Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson one. Yeah.
So what do you call like slang for a car?
A slang for a car?
Yeah.
Well, after I was hanging out with you, I figured out a new name for it. Slab. The slab.
That was that Borat thing where he's like goes to the guys in the inner city. He's like, "I want you to teach me how to talk like you."
And they called the car there a slab.
He's like, "I parked my slab out front."
So like when you used to work at like a car dealership, like when someone wanted to get their oil changed,
They'd be like, "Pull that slab up front."
Pull the slab in there.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
what? And be like, "Pull the slab up front."
Wait. You like have really good stories. I feel like every time we post a clip of like you telling a story does well. Tell a story about how the woman came in to change her oil, but it was like making a noise and she like had never gotten it changed.
Oh, that one was all right. So no, it was like in the summertime, so we had all the bay doors open, and you just hear her coming around the corner, like this engine going like crazy, like you could hear it from the street. And she pulls up, parks, and just walks in. She's like, "Hi, I'd like an oil change." And my manager was like, "Are you in the car that just pulled up front?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she's like, let me pull it inside real quick and look there. There's literally no oil in it at all. Like, I don't even know how this car was running. So it was just knocking like crazy. And she had no idea. She was just totally oblivious. She's like, "Yeah, can I just get an oil change?"
And then what happened?
My manager's like, "No, we're not touching this thing." So we used to say, customers would say, "Ever since," be like, "Ever since you changed my oil, my radio doesn't work."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because those two things are connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, because oil and radio are
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it must have been you. No, but I think a funny story is there's this woman who, she was probably in her like late 80s, and she had I forgot, she had a car, and she had she was like a longtime customer, and she came in, or she called one day, and she was like, "Hey, like I lost my keys. I need you to make me, like, I need a new key, but like obviously she can't drive the car to the dealership if she doesn't have a key." So they asked me, like, "Can you go there, bring like all the equipment to like program a new key, and just go to her house and program a new key?"
I know where this is going. Yeah.
So I go there, program her the key, and then I was like, "Okay, just follow me back to the store," or I said, "I'll follow you back to the store," just so she could pay. So she gets in the car and drives, and she's driving like a maniac. She's like flying around corners. She blew through a red light. It was like a left red light, and she just went left through it. And I was just like, "All right." So like 5 minutes later, she beat me there by a lot. So I get there, and I was like, "Okay, that was weird."
Wait,
and then
tell a story about when you were in the van and you had to jump out.
Okay, I'll tell that one next. Okay, so then a couple weeks later, they're like, "Hey, do you remember the woman's house that you went to and made the key?" They're like, "Yeah." like she's got another car, a Jeep, and I think it needs a new battery. Could you go put a battery in it? So I was like, okay, whatever. So they sent
You
me
had to go
there.
to her house?
Yeah, it was like right around the corner, so it wasn't a big deal. But so I just brought a battery there, put it in, same thing, followed her back, whatever. And then another few weeks or so goes by, and they're like, hey, remember that woman that you did the key for in the battery? I was like, yeah. They're like, she has like a 1960 Chevy Impala. Can you go see if you can get it running? And I was like, sure, I can go look. So I go there, and it was in her garage. So I'm just looking at it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, it looked like it hadn't run in years. So then she comes out the door, and she goes, there's somebody on the phone for you. And I was like, what do you mean on the phone for me? She like hands me the phone, and the guy just goes, who is this? And I was like, Connor. And he goes, why are you at my mother's house? And I go, I work for her dealership. I'm just here looking at her car. And they're like, well, she has dementia, and we've been trying to take away her keys, and somehow she keeps trying to get new cars to drive.
Are you serious?
And I was like, oh, what? He's like, get out of her house right now. And I was like, okay. So apparently the first car she had was like her main car, and they took away her keys. So then she had like a second car. So then she's like, okay, I'm going to drive that then if you took away those keys. And then the third car was her car that hasn't ran since probably the 1970s.
How did her son know that you were there, though?
I don't know. She
Maybe
must
he
have
had, like,
told
a
him on
Ring
the
camera
phone
or something.
Maybe, yeah. But no, all right, that is a good one too with the
No, but that is funny. He's like,
the other one. So
get out of here.
get out of there. So
Set the tone for this one. You're
so
at
yet
work,
again,
you're
I
at the
don't know why
dealership.
they always like to send me. They always like to send me on like things that were like off-site. You know, like instead of like they'd be like, oh, can you go do this at somebody's house? I don't know why they always ask me to do it, but. So this couple I think they were at like a church or something like that, and they had a flat tire, I want to say. So they're like, can you go to the church and put their spare on for them, because they didn't know how to do it. And I guess, again, they were like a long-time customer, so my manager wanted to like make them happy or whatever. So they sent me to there, and I don't know how I... Oh, no, all right, let me start over. Okay.
No, it's okay.
So this couple shows up to the dealership, and they're like, we have our car with us, but our other car is back at our church. It's got a flat tire. Like, can you help us change it? We don't know how to change it. And my manager like wanted to make them happy or whatever, so they just sent me for whatever reason. So they're like, they told me get in their car, and they'll drive you down to their car, put the spare tire, and then you drive back with them.
Right.
So drive down there, put the tire on, whatever. And then I get back in the car with them to drive back to the dealership. And this time the husband's driving. The wife had drove on the way down. So this time the husband's driving, and he starts off going the wrong direction. Like, we should have taken a left, and he takes a right out of there. And I'm just like, okay, this is weird. And then he's just driving like the totally wrong, like just, the dealership's all the way on this side of town, and he's just driving to the other side of town, does like a loop around this one part, and I'm just like, what is this guy doing?
You thought that you were being kidnapped.
Well, so the wife is saying the same. She's like, where are you going? And he's like, to the dealership. And he's just like, he's just straight ahead, just gripping the wheel, just driving. And she's just getting madder and madder at him. And then we finally make it to the road that the dealership's on, and he's like, not slowing down. She's like, what are you doing? And he's like, the dealership. And then she's just like, it's right there. You just passed it. What are you doing? And and then at this point, she's getting mad at him. So then we're driving. I can tell we're driving towards the highway. And she's like, if you get on that highway, you are fucked up. So we're at the light. He turns, and we're about to get on the on-ramp, and I just go, oh, hell no. So it was a minivan, so I slid open the door and jumped out of the car.
How fast was he going when you jumped out?
Probably like 10 miles an hour. But,
are you serious?
So he gets on the highway and driving, and I just hear her. She's like, no!
Are you serious?
So I had to walk back to the dealership.
And did you ever see them again?
When I got back to the dealership, I'm telling my boss what happened, and I was like, yeah, this crazy guy, he's like, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but I didn't want to get on the highway with him. Then I'm like, it's now or never. If I don't get out now, I'm screwed. So I hopped out of the car, and then like as I'm telling the story, they pulled up, and the wife is like, I'm so sorry, and all like apologizing all this, and I'm
you
just like,
jumped out of the car.
Yeah. And the worst part is my manager, So you have like a wheel lock set for the wheel locks.
Yeah.
That's like a universal set. And my manager goes, "Where's the wheel lock set?" And I go, "It's in the car that I jumped out of." And he goes, "Oh man, you're kidding me." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't almost get kidnapped. You care about the wheel lock
You know,
set."
the wheel lock, I almost died.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I feel like nowadays they wouldn't send you to
Oh, they
someone's
still would
house.
send me.
But no, but like if you got hurt, that would be on them.
They don't care.
Like say like you got, I mean,
I don't think
I guess
they
they
really
didn't tell you to have. I feel like they didn't tell you to jump out of the car.
No.
But like,
I
didn't
felt like
know what was going on.
But I was like, all right, if he gets on the highway, who knows? He could be he could
Just
drive until the
drive
thing
till
runs
he
out of
gets-
gas. Being 8 states over.
And like,
The
kind
poli-
of where you're like, I don't know.
I don't know. The police behind him just doing like a low speed chase, like O.J. Simpson.
In a freaking Bronco.
Yeah.
Oh man, you want to go play video games?
Yeah, let's go.
I like that story.
Yeah.
That was all right. let's. How are we gonna end this? End it. No, no, like end the episode. It's like.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And next time we'll come back with a clear head. you had a lot of good stories.
Get some PNC.
And we'll come back with
We'll come.
TRT.
Yeah, with TRT.
We'll come back in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
All right, break.